Welcome to Telford Ice Rink for tonight's highlights of the Raiders ice hockey team versus the Telford Tigers. The game was played on the 19th of February 2022. Let's look in and see how the game went.
The play, plays it off the boards. Icing will be washed off for that as it deflects off the boards, and it was kind of a knuckle puck as it bobbled down the ice there. He didn't have a real speed. McKenzie now comes over the end zone, puts the brakes on, button hooks, passes across. Luca comes in, gives it to Jack Hopkins on the back right-hand door, and it was those three passes that made that play. It was Scott McKenzie brings it over the blue line, button hooks back to buy some space, plays the puck cross ice to Luca. Luca sets up the shot. Hopkins drives into the back post. Sly little pass from Luca across to Hopkins, puts it in behind Gray. There's nothing Gray could have done. He went across with the shooter to make the save, but that extra pass to Hopkins, and he just does light work of popping it behind Gray between the pipes for the Raiders, and the Telford Tigers find themselves on the score sheet.
And like you say, it was all Scott McKenzie, came down, waited.
Off the boards. And again, look at the work rate from the Tigers, but an open pass into neutral ice.
2-on-1.
Comes across, defenseman blocks the shot. There's a good block of the shot there as the drive forward from Sadowski. Plays the puck forward, gets the shot away, but now McKinney's back, gives it through to Finley Howells. Bit of a stick left from Burnett. Good piece of defending there, tying up Finley Howells' sticks. Sadowski now on the right side, passes it down, driven down the wing by Sylvester. Comes across the front of the net, passes in the slot, and a tripping penalty is going to go by the looks of it, or a hooking penalty against the Telford Tigers defenseman, as that momentum of the Raiders equally quickly putting pressure on the goal, pressing forward. Good play from Jake Price, should I say, dumps it down the ice. Scott sends it up. Again, press forward from Danny Rose, keeping the power on now. A line change comes up from that short-handed line from the Tigers. Minute 26 seconds. The Raiders have a man advantage as Ralph plays the puck down on the right side. Dan Scott drives forward, hits the halfway line. Beautiful pass through in the slot. Pass onto the back post. Piatak shoots, and the rebound comes down as he passes across the front of the net, and it's picked up in front of the slot. Can't see the Raiders player. I think the scorer, I think it was Piatak that put it across the slot, and it was finished on the back door. It's difficult to say because we're at the bulk end of the rink, the exact opposite end. But it was, I think, we'll wait for the announcement. It might have been Sylvester that finished it off, but a power play goal. They made light work of that power play. 15 minutes and 50 seconds. Took 45 seconds to execute.
Yeah, disappointing that.
Aaron Connolly was on the back post. Piatak made the play, played it across, put it on the back post, and now we've got a game on our hands. 1-1's the scoreline. Sadowski now. Bit of stick work on the far side now. Puck's bouncing around a little bit. Shot comes away. Takes a deflection from Brad Day from Sylvester, goes up into the boards. And players now getting more physical. Everybody seems to be finishing their hits in the end. We weren't seeing so much of that in the first 10 minutes of the period. And since the goals have gone each way, so is the physicality and the completion of hits. Comes into the slot, got some time on the puck. A couple of shots and Silverthorne steps in. It was Jake Pitchley that had got a bit of space in that high slot area. Executes the slot. Silverthorne comes across. He's not happy with how much space Pitchley was getting in that slot area, so stepped in and took the body. No is the call there as the puck runs on. Setting up the play behind the net, Jack Cooper sets up the play now for the Raiders. Off the boards, Goodison scoops down to keep it down low, so they don't get forced into the offside position. Great pass through. Lovely delayed pass. Piatak.
What?
Piatak tried to play it through to the back, so Aaron Connolly did a beautiful delayed drop pass to him to give Piatak a bit of space on the puck. He tried to get that pass over to the back post, but the Telford defenseman keeping the lanes busy. And now, Ailiff, delayed, gives the pass across. Barry flicks it across on the backhand, runs around the board. Scott McKenzie keeps it down low. Piatak cycles now. Connolly picks it up to the shot.
Oh, great save.
That was a great shot and a good, powerful shot from Piatak as he points it just on the top of the circles there, hovering around the D position. He's on the puck again. He winds up with a rocket of a slap shot.
I thought that went in.
I thought it went in.
I thought that went in.
It hit the pipe work and bounced out.
Telford know they're in a game.
Yeah.
100%.
And Raiders have been playing some great hockey. I mentioned this before the game. Last time they were here, they looked great. And Ranson passes across. Shot comes in, and it's a goal. It found its way through Brad Day. It was Baldock that made the shot. Ranson created the play in the corner. Gives it through to Baldock in the slot. 24, rockets the shot hard at the 5-hole of Brad Day, and it trickles under the body into the back of the net. And the Raiders find themselves on the front foot. First goal of this period on 8 minutes and 9 seconds. So 28:09, the Raiders go into the lead with an even-handed goal. 2-1, see the Raiders take the lead here at Telford.
And they've looked like scoring.
Yeah, they have.
They've put the pressure on. The pressure's been on Telford from the go. Even the second period, Telford came out, started quite fast, but now they seem to have slipped back to how they were in the first period.
And I don't think you can take anything away from the intensity that the Raiders are playing with. No. Quick, lots of stretch passes, lots of pressure on. 2 4-checkers on the Telford breakout, and here it comes again. Look at the speed of Huggett. Tries to get the stick lift in. Danny Rose read it well. Back pass across to the right side to Luca. Comes through the middle, and the shot comes in, and the retaliation of the goal comes to the Telford Tigers. Danny Rose setting up the play. D-to-D pass, fed forward. I think might have been Andy McKinney, I'm not quite sure. With the numbers, over. Finlay Howells is celebrating, as is Andy McKinney, Danny Rose and Mitchell King, with the Telford Tigers retaliating with that goal at 28 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah, was it a backhander, yeah?
So that took, I'm doing my numbers, 13 seconds.
13 seconds.
As he heads back to the back of the net area. And the intensity of the forecheck of the Raiders is what's created this. Aliff passes forward and finds Huggett in the slot. Aliff was on the puck, and I thought he was going to go for the backhand shot. And what you saw is you saw Huggett come through into the slot area. Aliff looks up, taps the puck out to him. He's got a bit of time on the puck. He frees his frame. He waits a second, and then he puts it right in the top shelf. A beautiful executed goal for the Raiders to bring them back into the lead once again. Second time the Raiders have taken lead. Time of goal, 31:02.
And I think that was because Telford couldn't change their lines quick enough.
Driving now, Connolly on the backhand. Rebound comes off Brad Day's skate, off Brad Day's pad to Oliver. Oliver passes forward, fed forward by Luca, offside against Mackenzie. And it's that's pushing and shoving, a bit of a scrap going. I think that's Jack Hopkins and Dan Scott. Whether there was a bit of a stick, it seemed unusual. The two of them are going. They're throwing a couple of rights coming over the top. They're on one knee. They're back up. They're still throwing. And now they'll stay down. The referee blows the whistle.
I hope it ain't Jack Hopkins, because he's only a young lad, isn't he?
Yeah. But the two of them, they were sort of rolling. No, it is Toppo. He went hell for leather with it.
I would have felt better if it was the likes of Joe Aston or someone. Yeah. Never mind. What is he, 17?
He's eligible for the under-19s, right. So I think he's 17 years old, coming up 18. Well, he's not wearing a half visor, so I reckon 17. Yeah. He's the same age as Sam Watkins in terms of eligibility for under-19s.
So this could get physical now, because if your teammates are seeing you in...
Could get chippy. But don't forget there's a game to win here, and if you're focused on who you're going to hit...
That's how you...
Oh, the back post goal! What a pass! Pitchley puts the puck in behind Brad Day. It was the pass set up from Sladowski. He bought the time. Pitchley comes screaming in on the back post. He passes it across and he just taps it in on a one-timer behind Brad Day. And that was exactly the same play as the Hopkins goal earlier, where he drove forward, read the play. Fair play to Sladowski. Pitchley finishing it, putting it in the back of the net. And now the Raiders find themselves 2 goals up.
Telford timeout.
At 12 minutes and 39 seconds, Tom Watkins calling a timeout. And rightly so, he needs to reset. Momentum's with the Raiders. Baldock, and now there's a battle on the boards once again to free the puck up. Players from both sides with their stick dangling around. Now, Rose holds the position, pays it down low, gets it to Mackenzie. He's been held on the boards by Barry. Comes through to the high slot. Goodison! Wrist shot goes across, he finds the back of the net.
Mackenzie is in, tipped it in.
Mackenzie and Plant were in front of the net in the lane. So whether it was a direct shot from Goodison or whether Plant or Mackenzie got a piece of it at the bulkhead of the ring, it's a long way from us. But it comes through with a slot from the point. I think it went straight in. I think they just celebrated. I don't think they got a piece of it. So I think it's going to be awarded to Corey Goodison. But that's narrowed the Raiders' lead to 4-3 here at Telford. Backhanded pass to the high slot area. Pitchley sends it forward. Look at Slakowski. Stick. Drops his stick, goes, I don't know whether it's broke, it might be. Luca with a rocket of a shot, rebound drops down, and Scott McKenzie puts it in the back of the net, and that was unfortunate for Gray because the play came down. Luca winds up with a rocket of the shot, lets the shot go, Gray makes the save, pad save comes out like the paddle on a pinball machine, kicks the puck away, it bounces off the pad and the save, drops to Scott McKenzie who slides it in the back of the net, right place, right time, active in front of the slot area to put the puck in the back of the net. Luca with the initial shot, and you got to feel for Gray a little bit, making a save like that, and then McKenzie being right there to put the puck in the back of the net.
He's not missing them babies.
No.
I don't think Pitchley was happy with that.
No, Cooper. Fielder plays the hit, lays Cooper down, and Cooper's like, what? Gets up onto one knee. Fielder finishing his hits, and now, just in front of the bench, Harewood's grabbing and clutching there. Pitchley, now a shot comes in, the rebound drop. Mitchell King gets 2 swings of it, Gray makes the save. What a game of hockey. Weaver taps the puck on the boards. Gets pinned on the boards there by Bailey. Goes up and over. Puck drops down now. Weaver gets there first. Backhanded pass over to Goodison. Tracks in, shoots on net. Gray plays it out to Barry. Goodison has a bit of a tie-up just on the boards with Burnett. Gets the puck. He was chasing after Goodison, then suddenly... And then the pass comes across. Harewood's then laid down as the pressure comes in now. Scott. Backhanded up the boards. Oliver reaches down, shoots, takes himself off his balance, almost shot himself off his feet.
Good play there for
Aston tries to find it through the slot. Intercepted by the stick. Scott, the puck drops down to him. Plants hovering in the hope that it'll represent itself. Now, Slakowski drives down the left side, hits the halfway line, shoots it towards the net. It hits Oliver. He plays it down. It's retrieved now. A walk in from Sylvester and the goal! That goal was created by the line change. I think it was Pitchley coming off, picked up the puck, gave it through to Sylvester, and he drove down the centre lane, picked a spot, shoots and scores. And at 16 minutes and 24 seconds, it's the Raiders that take the lead on a 5-4 scoreline. Now,
I think Brad just moved in it a bit and he saw the gap.
Here it comes, here it comes. The turnover comes from Pitchley, drops the puck, walks in, picks a spot, shoots and scores. Nice execution by Sylvester on that replay as you saw him pick his spot. The play was created, the turnover was created by Jake Pitchley. He read it well. Now, this game's not over. The Telford Tigers have got goals in them, the Raiders have got goals in them, but you could have heard a pin drop. There was disappointment from the crowd up there. Aliff takes the body. Puck runs on, goes for icing. We've got a fence-off in this end. If you're pulling the goalkeeper, now's the time. Face-off in this end, you gain possession. What's the play? Brad Day looks like he's staying there for the moment. What you got? Minute and 17 seconds?
Oh, interesting.
Nobody. Raiders have called their timeout, which is interesting because Tom had already used his. Yep. If I was Raiders, I wouldn't want to give Tom time to set up on how he wants this play to get this goal. Right. Because for me, Tom couldn't call a timeout. This is giving him the ability to set a strategy for the players and to get a goal. I think this is ill judgment by the Raiders calling a timeout. Obviously, they're setting up their play and talking about defensively, but I think this is far more beneficial for Tom than it is for the Raiders, who are a goal in front with an end zone to defend, and Brad Day still between his pipes as we look on. Whether that's the case as the players set up. But what a game of hockey. Fantastic performance. I'm sure you're on your edge of your seat at your home. He has gone, as we thought he might. I suppose he wanted to wait till the last minute so that there was no queries or questions in terms of where that would come. So if he'd have gone early, the Raiders would have known they're going six skaters.
So the key thing here is to win the face-off.
McKenzie, Mitchell, King. Weaver and Goodison on the point. Puck drops, goes up to Weaver, sets the play, shoots, takes a deflection from Silverthorne skate. Oh, and it goes right in front! Mitchell King passes it in. So if it's dumped down, it hits the post, goes into the corner, it still sits for icing, unless it takes a tap.
McKenzie wins it.
Held in on the point, backhanded by Silverthorne, and now they're on the break. And now, picked up, shoots and scores, and an empty net goal was scored by Lucas Slakowski, and that gives the Raiders the 6-4 scoreline with 45 seconds remaining.
Well, it was a great game of hockey, albeit a tough one from a Tigers point of view.
I'll take your word for the great game. I thought we were poor, really poor for 2 periods. I think the Raiders executed excellently. Fully deserved their 2 points tonight. They caught us in places and kind of got us rattled, certainly in the second period there, I think it was. Well, obviously when we called the timeout, we felt like we lost a lot of confidence in ourselves. But that's hockey. We've got to maintain a little bit more of a positive outlook on what we're doing. I thought I pushed back in the third period. We played very well, and unfortunately we didn't capitalise on the good chances that we created, and we made one mistake and we got punished for it. But it's a bump in the road. We've got to build some belief in our dressing room and make sure that we're fully committed every shift.
Yeah, because some of those goals were answered back. I mean, one was 13 seconds after the Raiders scored it. They answered back. The momentum was there, but I think it almost seemed like it was just the smallest mistake made by either team cost tonight.
I think so. Yeah, mistakes lose your hockey games. Yeah. Ice hockey's a game of mistakes. There's small areas, things happen fast, and everybody's got to execute on instinct and try and play with the right habits. If you don't, you get punished. I think defensively at the minute it seems to be our Achilles heel. We're not going to win games if you're conceding 5 or 6 goals a night, and that's somewhere obviously we've got to be a lot better. And that's no criticism of Brad in there at all, because I think without Brad it probably would be 7, 8 or 9 at times. We're giving some good scoring opportunities away, a lot of odd man situations, breakaways from the end zone obviously. But we're not become a bad team overnight. Obviously we're on a 3-game losing streak at the minute, but I think we take some heart out of our third period, the way that we managed the puck and created. We just got to make sure that when we create those opportunities, we bury them. It
was also interesting watching in from the outside how the drastic line configuration changed in the third period as well.
Well, I felt we've become really flat over the last, not just tonight, the last few games, a little bit flat, a little bit familiar with the guy that's next to you. If we can mix them around, we can keep guys on their toes, and I thought that worked to a good degree. And then we settled on something through the third period, but it was a case of trying to get our key guys in the game a little bit more. 4 lines is great, but if our 4 lines are not outworking 3, then it makes no sense in what we're doing. So we've got to have a better top 6 and bottom 6 mentality. Guys have got to buy into those roles and make sure that they fully commit to those roles. Guys are going to score, guys are going to battle and compete, and I don't think we're getting enough of the battle to compete out of everyone. And it's straight back at it tomorrow as you take a trip down to play the Raiders in their barn. Yeah, tough game. There's no easy games in this league, and they're easy to sit and look at the table and go, first versus 7th or 8th. And think it'll be an easy win. It's never an easy game, and I have a lot of respect for that team. They work extremely hard, and they're a real good, direct kind of rush team that they'll punish you if you're not on your game.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tom.
Cheers, thanks.